Hello and welcome to the second video of the tutorial for the game Brightborne. So now we are focusing on the gameplay itself. So for the gameplay itself, we made already the setup, but we need to do one more thing. I will show you the rules so you can easily follow me when you do your own setup. So gameplay loop. The game has a loop system, as those who know me really prefer for the solo game to have a clear loop. So for the loop, you are preparing the encounter deck. That's a new deck. This is the Fate deck. It's consisting of the cards with the number, only numbers, without ace. Aces are not used in this game for now. I just leave my aces in my sleeve for future stuff. Okay, but J, Q, K face cards. Just put those decks so you can easily recognize those. So I have face deck, which is the enemy deck, and this is the fate deck, which is only consists of numbers without ace. But now encounter deck. Basically, the encounter deck is the goal of the game. It's your hunt. In this game, you're hunting Nightmare Lord, and through your hunt or your quest or your journey, you will find some clues about him. And this Nightmare Lord, you do not want to know who it is. His identity will build up during the hunt, and that's one of the elements that I really do love most of the game. Of course, I do all of my games for myself, so when nobody will want it, I will have a great game for myself. Okay, so this is it. You have a 15 deck of cards, and from the Fate deck, took 15 cards. Do not check those. Put it face down on the table like you drew them, 15 of them, then put 3 of those cards from the bottom of the deck aside, like you have it here, and put one of the jokers, only one of the jokers, into these 3 cards. Damn, why so many? Okay. Into those 3 cards, put one of the joker, shuffle it, and then put those cards at the bottom of your encounter deck and do not do nothing with it anymore. Leave it as this. Never shuffle this deck. Never, never, ever. You got the point, okay? The Joker means that you find your boss monster, you find your Nightmare Lord, and you need to face it, which is the climax of the whole game. So the Joker is somewhere between the top 4 cards of the 15 cards encounter deck. Okay, that's it. We can continue. Exploration turn. The loop is in the exploration turn. I described the rules for more than one player. Okay, so if you are the solo player, here is what you need to do. Draw the top card, narrate it, resolve it, continue to the next round. For instance, when you are more players, this is like who is the narrator. You as a player as a highlighted player, and the player to your right is a narrator. So you will switch the narrating and the spotlight player from turn to turn. That's it. Okay, so what are you doing is facing encounters. There are you are drawing cards, 2 cards. First card, it's location. Then the second card, it's a risk card. Okay, so here it is. Using the location table on page 18, draw the fate card. You are drawing card from here. Location card is drawn from here. Risk card is drawn from the fate deck. Beware of this. Location card is from here. A risk card is from here. So I start a game. I'm literally starting game right now. I will just sit down, make my journal, or just speak to myself like I did usually. I just went through the dungeon, went through the portal into the dungeon, and I did open the space before me, and the portal just snaps behind me, and I am just trying to check all the environment, and then I just see something. I'm in the location, so it's 8 of hearts, and the location is on page 18. So you you also can see that there is a location table. Okay, so what's the location table? There is that you see. So I put it here like it's narrative. You can just read it. If you are playing with more than yourself, leave it up to narrator. He can also just bring its own location description, or just be inspired by the text, but he can tell you his own stuff to keep the atmosphere going and to keep the surprise going. Leave it up to narrator guy. But for yourself, if this is your first game, just stick to this. Just read what I write here. 8 heart 8. You see an overturned altar cracked down in the middle, with faded prayer beds trailing into the dust, and a golden idol half buried in rubble. You can check it. But beware. That's on this next page. Now we are drawing wrist cards. 6 and heart. You can check it, but beware. The walls ahead are carved with swords that rearrange each time you blink, until they spell something you regret. Damn. Now I need to perform a skill check. Heart is the thing that I need to test. So basically that's my spark. That's my persona, it's my resolve and so on, mental state. So I need to face those regrets that I have. So how to do a skill check? You have the fate deck, and you only have fate deck for that only. Okay, so you are drawing as many cards as you have points in your skill. I am testing Spark because it's the risk card that I do from here. It's a heart card. So what is written here, no matter, you will test your heart. I have a heart of 3, which is good. I am drawing 3 cards. Okay, I do not draw any heart, so I do not success in the skill check. You need to draw at least 1 card matching the suit you are testing. But if you will draw a card that match the color of the suit you are testing, which means red for the heart, you get a massive success. So I successfully avoid that, but some things happen. Some things gets complicated, and we will see what happens. So let's get back to the rules, and we are in the skill check section, which is describe everything I told you right now. And here is a messy success. No cards match the suit, but at least one shares the same color. You succeed, but with a minor setback. So basically with a setback. So what does it mean? Technically, what does it mean to have a setback, or what does it mean to have a success? Success means that I will have a chance to check the location. Don't forget, it was like you can check it, but beware, something is going on. So if you will succeed at those something is going on thing, if you will have a success, messy or full success, you can perform a search so you can get something. Okay? We had a messy success, so we will perform the search. But first, we need to find out what was the setback for me. And for those, that are lazy for with their own elements bringing to the game, I got you covered, guys. I have these things like you can get inspired. Okay, I will use it right now because I'm super lazy game master. So I have a massive success. Okay, there was some of the swords, there were some of these spells or these curses that I need to avoid with my spark. It was a massive spark, and what happened? You didn't expect. Okay, I succeeded, but you didn't expect that it would, from the fate deck, always, any randomized things from the fate deck, that it would hurt you. Damn. So, okay. I avoided it, but when I was trying to avoid it, I basically fall down. Okay, fall down and have some and hurt myself. It was painful for me, or it was painful to resist. So I resisted, but I have it was really striking. It was shocking. I get some trauma. So anyway, it was hurt. It hurts. What it means is, anyway, this is just narrative things. This is just from me, for you, just a helpful guide to be inspired. This is just narrative. Forget it. This is not. This did not have any mechanical effect. This thing, but setback have a mechanical effect. Anything, any of those, or anyhow you will narrate your setback. It's always the same effect for you mechanically, and that's that you will receive. Damage. But guys, this is not damage in this game. It's also stated here. It's not only your physical damage. It's something that is lowering your hit protection, and then in some thresholds you will get harmed. You get trauma. Your vigor gets down. So for now, if I was narrated it as that hurt me, and I was testing Spark, it hurts my sanity, and I took damage. I took basically damage, but mental. Anyhow, you will lower your HP with this damage. You can call it stress for this purpose. But basically, I had stressful situation, but I will lower my HP. That's the thing. And how you will lower the HP? You will draw. You will draw the half damage of the drawn risk card. This was location card, and this was a risk card. Risk card was 6, so I will receive 3 damage. It's minus 3 HP already. So 1, 2, 3. When this will be 5, I will put it down and I mark 1 bigger. Okay? So that was the situation. But I have, you can put all those cards even from this. You will not get back to it. Just into the one discard pile of the numbers. Okay? So that was the end of the encounter, but not yet, because I can perform a search, and I will do because I have a success. So if you are searching, just draw from the fate deck and you will see what happened. It's spade, I think. Spade is okay. I get a mundane item, so I have a mundane item. I will discard this and find out which mundane item I have. Mundane item, a relic, Nightmare Lord. Mundane. Where are mundane items? Damn it. Okay, got it. So it's 6 of diamonds. I have a pair of old calipers. Again, that's incredible. So, but I changed the pair of those old calipers for the silver chain because I just do not want those. You can do it anytime. If you are not happy in the character creation with any of the mundane items, just do new one. Mundane items are really a narrative thing, but mechanically it will always, you will scratch it down and you will give one bonus to any of your skills, but you need to narrate, okay? So when I will use the silver chain, narrate it how you use it in the spark check. You got me? So I have these calipers, so I have a new +1 bonus for the future checks. And that's it. That's the end of the encounter, and I can continue with the next one. So it's 10th of spades. So location again. Okay, it's easy. It's a location, and okay, we are in the loop. That's the second encounter turn. You will do the same. So 10 of the spades is a broken sarcophagus slumped against the wall with shattered bones and tarnished jewelry scattered around the base. You can check it. But beware, from the risk deck, 5 of this. I always forget what is the English name for that. Cross. For 5 cross. Oh man. Okay, we got a combat encounter, which is beautiful. Which is absolutely beautiful. But beware, if you draw a red card, it's a situation when you need to perform a skill check. When you draw a black card, it's the combat encounter. It's the combat encounter. So, but beware, a laugh echoes overhead, and from the dark beams drop dozens of pale, bloated birds with candle wicks growing from their backs. Now, I put here my combat encounter. So I will put here my combat encounter. Okay. I will put here my combat encounter. And we will check it in the next video. So thank you very much for your attention, and stick with me with the last third video upcoming next.